Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Crab River Road North.
Two famous clubs with plenty of history.
In about 13 miles, take the exit onto FM 1093 toward Fort Bend West Park Tollway.
We talk about the history, but it's about the here and now.
Oh, well, there is massive anticipation in Milan for tonight's second leg. Let's head back out to the San Siro where Peter is standing by with a friend of the show, Peter.
Yes, Marco! Come on, guys.
5 times Italian champion. We don't count the cups in there. World champion, scored in the final, scored in the penalty shootout, and of course won this wonderful competition in 2010 with Jose Mourinho as a coach.
Of course.
Yeah. How was Jose?
He's the boss.
Was he?
You know what's happened in 2010? We won the treble. You know,
I know.
you did it. And it was game by game. In the end, was very important because you never know. You can win 1, 2, or 3, and then we won everything.
Is he the biggest in modern day Inter history as a coach? Because I see pictures of you when he left. You were hugging and you were crying.
We cried. We cried each other. You know, because I know with him we can repeat the Liga, of course. Champions League is not easy because it's details, too much details, and I miss him immediately after the final because I know what's happened.
I only ask because when you're around Milan and Inter, you hear people talking about Inzaghi in the same kind of way. They absolutely love him here. What's your impression of Inzaghi?
It's normal. He's here from 4 years, and then he won many trophies. We lost the final 2 years ago. I hope we reach in the semi-final. We have the new opportunity to have this trophy, and then all San Siro loves him because the players too loves him, and then they create the very good atmosphere. I don't know if they are same as, but we will see. I hope for them to have the opportunity to win everything.
It's building up, the atmosphere is building up. Kane, I want to say the weather's getting a little bit better. It's not raining now, it's just windy. But I've been here in a quarterfinal for Manchester United playing against Inter, and this is one of the most noisy and maybe unfriendly atmospheres I've played in. What's it like these days?
You was against AC Milan.
No. Inter quarterfinal.
Okay,
Exactly
but now
the same stage.
Now it's totally different. Believe me, you will see tonight. TT was here maybe 2 years ago. We met him in the same place, and then he knows what's happened in the game. But tonight is a tough game. I'm a little bit afraid about Bayern Munich because you know the story. They won the last 4 games here in San Siro.
It's
In
kind of
football,
like,
you never know.
it's like a pattern repeating itself. Inter they go to Munich and win there,
Yeah,
and
then
Bayern
they
come
won
here
Yeah,
and win.
okay, but-
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen to
But
you?
it was different because you know the rules are changing about the goals in away goals, and then tonight we have to draw minimum because we want to reach in the semi-final.
And you think you can do that?
Huh?
You think you can get a draw?
I don't know because Munich, Bayern is a very good team, but Inter play very well. They know what they have to do.
I was saying before that Dimarco's back in the team now, and I always make the point it makes a big difference. What is it that he brings into the team that they didn't have in the first game?
I
I think we are in good hands because Carlos Augusto last game was an incredible player. In the last minute, he did the assist for Tesi. Anyway, if Dimarco is the top, he played for the national team, and then I believe in himself.
Micah, in Italian, any questions?
Marco, I have a question for you. It's Thierry. I wanted to ask you, would you have liked to play in the system of Simone Inzaghi? Because he always asks Acerbi to go inside, Bastoni to go high and wide. Would you have liked to play there like that? In possession?
Did you listen? What's happened? I told you. So it's not easy, but I think that the strategy is the same of away game. Because Inter normally never change his strategy. Bastoni is a very good defender, but you know what he can do when we have the ball, and then it's very important for us because he change position. He give them Dimarco and Bastoni. They are very good when they attack together. So I think the strategy is the same of Munich.
Okay.
I hear it now. The atmosphere.
It's not easy, guys.
It's loud over there, huh?
And it's only it's only half full as well.
It's gonna get louder.
They
Guys,
deserve the semi-final.
thank you so much. It's good to have you both.
Bravo!
Yes.
Ciao, grande!
See you in a few. See you again.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
That's Italian, isn't it? Is it? Is it French?
Michael looks like he's not sure.
I couldn't hear my question.
I know, we couldn't hear you. It was a shame. Oh well. Okay, after the break, we're going to talk more about Real Madrid after a tepid showing at the Emirates. Should we call it? Real Madrid are back home, needing to overcome a 3-goal disadvantage against Arsenal. It's a big deficit, but as a handful of teams have shown over the years, it's not impossible. We're coming right back.
Everybody love a comeback. Gotta love a good comeback. They say pressure goes spikes. So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a comeback? Hustling every day to win. Now you win instead of comeback. Everybody love a comeback. Gotta love a good comeback. They say pressure goes spikes. So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a comeback? Hustling every day to win. Now you win instead of comeback.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Oh, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
okay, everybody, that's lunch.
Mud mask?
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
It's the way you look at me.
So for Arsenal, not just that first leg result, but the manner of that win was just massive. Now, though, they have to close the deal. They have to do it at the Bernabeu. That's the big question. Thierry, I know going into that first leg, you talked a lot about belief with this Arsenal side. They showed that they have it at the Emirates. Now, the bigger question is, can they do the same in Madrid? You want them to have belief, but at the same time, I feel like you haven't wanted them to be too loud with it. You felt like, don't poke the tiger. Go in with belief, but do it quietly.
In 2 miles,
we saw a
take
guy on
the
the
exit
screen
onto
that
FM
actually used to play there,
1093
Thomas Partey,
toward Fort Bend West Park Tollway.
Obviously had some games there. But yeah, you can't be Merino also, by the way. But you can't be too excited. You won one battle. Let's see if you can win the war. That's the most important thing, because if you can do that to them, they can do that to you. And I know in the history they haven't done it yet, since we will see that later on. But they can do it in games, they can do it in minutes, they can do it whenever. That team doesn't have any limit, that's for sure. And especially what we saw yesterday. You said that some team watched the games yesterday. Arsenal also watched the games yesterday. And
Keep right to merge onto SH99 Toll North.
We need to be careful with Bayern Munich, obviously.
What about, let's say, worst case scenario for the Arsenal fans at the desk? If Arsenal don't make it through this tie, what's the outcome there for Mikel Arteta? What kind of pressure does he go into this game with?
Use the right lane to take the exit to merge onto Bel Air
pressure
Boulevard.
on themselves being 3-0 up rather than being 1-0 up. Now, you prefer to be 3-0 up, of course you would. But if Arsenal are not to go through here, I think there should be serious question marks against Mikel Arteta and where this Arsenal team is going. Now, you shouldn't judge a manager and a club and a
Take
team
the
on
exit,
one game.
then merge onto
Unfortunately, you do.
SH99
And it will be
Toll
one of those
North.
moments that everybody looks back on, because we're at the stage now where Mikel Arteta's Arsenal
Use the
team
middle 2 lanes to
have played
merge
great
onto
football, they've lost a
SH99
game,
Toll
but they
North.
haven't won trophies. And if you lose big games like this, there's serious question marks whether he is the man to get you over the line to win the biggest of trophies.
But it wasn't the FA Cup, but you said earlier that it wasn't really his team.
In COVID, no crowd there, it wasn't his team, and I don't count that in terms of winning with this team. This is his team, and it's been a great team now for 3 years in a row, but he still haven't won a trophy.
Yeah, I think it's fair from Jamie, but I just think there's been too much talk around the game. The way Arsenal play, the way they set up. No, I mean, not us about this Real Madrid. Yes, we know Real Madrid are an excellent team. Yes, they've got 15 European trophies. We know all the history. But if you actually look at the game and just take the game and watch for yourself, forget the badge, forget all that. Arsenal absolutely battered them last week. The only thing that can stop Arsenal tonight is Arsenal. They can score goals. They've got legs in midfield. They can hit them on the break. I think this whole thing of Madrid, yes, they're a good team. What happened to Madrid a couple of seasons ago when they went to Man City and they absolutely battered them? You've got to overcome that, and Arsenal can do that tonight. And I'm not saying this because I enjoy Arsenal and I was an Arsenal fan growing as a kid. I'm talking about what I've seen with my own eyes. The only thing that can stop them is the Madrid match.
I think with Real Madrid, what we've often seen this season, I think this is fair to say, is kind of a mixed bag of individuals doing something very special and other individuals who haven't contributed a whole lot at times. And that doesn't feel unusual for Real Madrid this season.
Yeah, we talked about it. I was vocal about it at the beginning of the season. When you play with the 4, I would like to know and see what Ancelotti was going to do with the balance of the team. And so far, when the 4 are playing, you can see that at times they're on balance, especially when the other day Modric played with them. But when you look at this, the top 5 lowest miles covered attackers per minute this season, you have what you would have, guys, and it's, I'm not saying it's normal, but more often than not, your strikers are there, usually, right? Or your best players are there, usually. But 3 from the same team? This is where I'm a bit like, oh, hang on a minute, that's a lot. You would have your strikers there, usually. But 3 from the same team, that's where they have an issue. But we also have been in that situation when we have to reverse a tie. You do extra. I'm sure the numbers won't be the same tonight. So, although we have to raise that point, but tonight it will be different.
Okay, let's take you back out to the Bernabeu then, to Guillem. Over there, is the swell of confidence, is that palpable over there in the stadium, Guillem, already?
Well, you have to say that logic gives Real Madrid 4% chances, but history put it up to 50%. And the fans and, of course, the media love this narrative of this self-fulfilling prophecy that they're going to turn it around. Look at AS. It's not impossible. This is Real Madrid. If anybody can do it, Marca says, that's Real Madrid. How can it be that they believe this is possible? Yes, it has happened before. the team is full of players with a lot of quality, the best players around, which means that they've got a really strong mentality and manage games in the high moments of pressure. Of course, the Bernabeu, the fact that you've got individuals, they don't depend on a team working well. It's not a system working well, it's just individuals making a difference. They need that spark. That has happened before. That's what Real Madrid is about. And experience too. Saka has played 15 games in the Champions League. Modric, for instance, 141. That's why Bellingham started saying after the game last week, he will take something really crazy. And yesterday he was saying, it's going to happen. We're going to turn this around.
All right, Guillaume, thank you very much. We'll be back at the Bernabeu again before kickoff. Don't worry about it. So, last week at the Emirates, Declan Rice had the game of his life. Even Arsenal dominated Real Madrid. In Munich, you had 2 World Cup winners who found the net, but it was a super sub who made the difference in that game. There is still 90 minutes or more to be played, though. We're going to be back with more in a minute.
The atmosphere here has that crackle and pulse of something special. It's Declan Rice. Absolutely unstoppable. It's a screamer. Rice goes again. And again. Blinding strike twice. Extraordinary. Marino and Arsenal lead with 3 goals to 0. It's a marquee victory. Lautaro Martinez. It's a brilliant finish. Spiller. You cannot write him off. It's Fratesi. I'm going to go to Italy, surely.
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans what they know. They are always ready to teach you the ways of football, because to them, passion is meant to be shared. Modelo, la cerveza for football.
Okay, remember the deal. 4 lines on Verizon, $25 each.
And iPhone 16 Pro.
We all get one.
It's not on us, it is on them.
Going in.
Hi, we're here for
The unlimited plan, $25 a line.
Yeah, and
iPhone 16 Pro, one for each of you.
Yeah, but it's
on us. We got you.
Right now, every family gets our best price, $25 a line and iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. Get 4 on us, only on Verizon.
that was actually easier than we thought.
Most of my life. But when I started to create a streaming platform for musicians like me, I knew it was important to build my credit to set my business up right. I heard about the Chime Credit Builder card and I signed up right away. I didn't have to worry about fees, interest, or credit check.